Live for another Analytics Friday. I am trying this new software again, so um, hopefully this goes well. Last week I got a little ahead of myself and struggled a bit, but I'm super excited to get started. Once again, this Analytics Friday is brought to you by Ahrefs. They are a SEO platform, but what's really cool is that they actually are giving away um, their Ahrefs webmaster tools for free. You can use them for free. I did a video about it a couple weeks ago, and it just really gives you some good information and allows you to do a lot of the work that you need to do for SEO kind of for free, like a lot of the auditing. But anyways, I just dropped the link for Ahrefs um, webmaster tools in the chat. If you would like to um, click on that, you're going to get all the information that you need. So that's awesome. But today we are talking all about the custom events in Google Analytics 4. Now, last week, y'all, I created a little bit of, well, earlier this week, I suppose, a little bit of a hubbub because I wanted to see what everyone was thinking about Google Analytics 4 and if they were using it and all that. And you know what? A lot of people have some very strong opinions about Google Analytics 4, which is fine. I get it. It's very different from Universal Analytics. And something that is the most different is how we're creating custom events using Google Analytics 4. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is all about how to create those custom events on Google Analytics 4, how to get them over some of the events that are already collected for you by default in Google Analytics 4 and all that fun stuff. So let's get to it. We're going to go ahead and share my screen here. So, one of the best places to kind of get started when it comes to setting up Google Analytics 4 and really getting the things done on Google Analytics 4 that you're going to want to get done is the documentation, right? So, um, this is the documentation for Google Analytics 4. These are the events that they recommend you set up. And I really like the way they have this laid out because it shows you for all properties, just in general, some of the things that you might want to have set up. Um, Things like signing up, a tutorial, whether somebody is starting or ending a tutorial, somebody logging in, completing a purchase, requesting a refund, you know, um, select content, blah, 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 all that kind of fun stuff. They even set it out for e-commerce. So this is online sales and for games. Remember, Google Analytics 4 is created so that you can track both apps and online like websites and things of that nature all in one place. So that's why we have this games documentation here. Um, so I like to start here, and we're going to refer back to this a few times. So in Google Analytics 4, you can see all of the events that are being tracked for you already. If you go to configure and then events, after your first 24 hours, this will go ahead and automatically start pushing information in here. You'll see that clicks are automatically collected by default. File downloads are collected if you turn them on. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. First visit, page view, scroll, session start. All of those are collected by default, as well as video stuff if you turn them on. And if you want to see if you have them turned on, just go to admin, data stream, select the data stream, and you'll see this enhanced measurement section. If you select the three more, it shows you all of the things that it measures by default. If you don't want it to track all those things by default, that's fine. You can click this button right here and turn on or off the things that you do or don't want to be collected. Now, in Google Analytics 4, though, you're able to create some of your own custom events, just like you were in Universal Analytics. And I'm sure that you saw in Universal, or you can recall that in Google Analytics 4, I mean, in Universal Analytics, you had to go into Google Tag Manager. You had, let me see if I have one on here because I might actually. Um, you had to create the event, the category action label, then you had to go back into Universal Analytics, define the category action and label, and then they would create an event for it, and then you have to go and create the goal based off the event, and it was a whole thing, and honestly, it was a lot of work and kind of annoying. Um, or maybe that's just my opinion, don't know. But in Google Analytics 4, you can actually, when you come into this configure view again, you can create events right here in um, Google Analytics 4. So I'm going to show you an example of a time where it might make sense for me to just mm, create the event here. So I'm going to go to my website here, beastanalyticsco.com. Oh, it went to the analytics page. That's fine. I'm going to go to services. Now I want you to watch up here. Let me see. I might have to move some things. Hold on. Let me rearrange the screen here a little bit for you so that you can see. Um, let's see. We need to look at the, I'm going to move this donation widget out of the way for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. By the way, I am raising money for this month's coffee goal, this month's coffee budget. If you feel compelled to donate to my coffee budget for the month, I just pushed that link live. But anyways, okay, so this is my website, and I want you to watch the URL up here. You can see it up here. If you scroll down, you get the ability to, you have the ability to schedule some of my time, right? So it's like a different things. And when I click on that button, you'll see that this list widget shows up. So what this shows me is that somebody has started the process of creating an appointment or, booking something with me, right? And that's really useful information to know. Now, they do recommend that if you are creating events in Google Analytics for, even if it's your own event, that you use a name that is already kind of like predefined by Google. So these are all of the things. I'm going to say begin checkout is probably what this event should be called. I don't know. We'll go with that. So if we scroll down, I want to find, so if the page location, which means URL, contains, and so we're going to go back to my website right here, and you see how I get like this where it says referral service underscore list underscore widget. I accidentally just deleted it. Hold, hold please. Um, service underscore list underscore widget. So I'm gonna copy that. And page location contains this slug, then I know that they have started the checkout process for one of my services. I can use all of the parameters from the source event, so of the begin checkout. We're going to test and see if it works on this because it's not a traditional e-commerce event. I'm not sure that it will, but we'll try it anyway. So I'm going to say create here. So now you can see if the page location contains service list widget, then we are marking it as begin checkout. So I'm going to go back to the reports here. And note, I never had to go to Google Tag Manager. I never had to do any of the back and forth. I just did it right there. So I'm going to go back to the home page here. So in analytics, you can see that it is tracking that I am on the website, um, and that these are all the pages that I've gone to. Now, I'm going to look around a little bit, look through the website. Wow, Brianna does all these cool, really cool things. She loves it, and it's so much fun, blah, blah, blah. All right, so now I'm going to select schedule now, and that URL popped up. So hopefully we will see that event come through. I'm going to refresh. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed. You never really know. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't work. And moment of truth. Ooh, ooh. Hasn't come through yet. Oh, what is this? Page view. Oops. Okay, something is amok. Let's see. Create event. Yep. Okay. Debug. Let's see. Get me. Can this go away, please? Oh, it's being slow. Click to pause. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna come back through here. See if it'll let me debug it. What's going on? Sometimes this stuff takes a little bit of finagling, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna go to this one. Now we see this. Interact with it maybe a little bit here. Go back to analytics. Oh, I wonder. Oh, this takes a really long time to come through sometimes. Let's see, reports. Snapshots, not what I want. Real time. Show me in real time, baby. Not coming through. Page location. Service list widget. So it is capturing that as the location. Let me go make sure that. I wonder if contains service list widget. I wonder if it's because it's not like traditional ecom, and so it's not getting it. Let's look at the debug again, see if it picked anything up this time. Nope. Friends, sometimes you just gotta work it out. I hope everyone's having a good week here. Let's see. See what happens now. It's just not even pulling my. Not pulling anything in. There is another way that I do this, and I know that it's gonna work, but it's a little more complicated. Don't really want to do it this way. Other way. User engagement. Page location. That's very weird. Okay. Well, here's another way to do it. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that because I don't know why it's. Let's try. Actually, we're going to try one more thing. We're going to change what that event is called to, let's say, mm, let's do something that's not going to. Okay, I'm just going to say generate lead, save. We're just going to put that for the sake of this, and I'm gonna delete this one because it's not even real. Okay. So fun. Reports, real time. Okay. So now let's go back all over again. We're gonna do it all over again. Okay. Wow, Brianna, she's so awesome. We love the work that she does. How can she help us? We could do that or that, but we want to do this. Da 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 da. Next, booking calendar widget. This is really, I guess, kind of like the start, but that's okay. So, oh, friends, why isn't this working? I've done it multiple times, so I don't understand. Page view. I wonder if, now that I'm thinking about this, create event, page location, parameter. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do event name, um, page view. Is page view underscored? Yeah, okay. All right, let's try it this way one more time, and then if this doesn't work, we're gonna move on to the more complicated way. Isn't very fun, but you can do it still. All right, back up. Back it up. Back it up. Oh, you'll notice I did a TikTok on this the other day. I recreated the universal analytics menu on the left-hand side. That was kind of fun. Oh, the dogs are losing it. All right. I really need to redo my website, y'all. Okay, we're going down services. This is the moment of truth. Let's read more. Maybe we'll do it this way. Gonna read more. Oh, I don't know. Should we do this? Book now. And we are taken to the page that says Service Details Widget. Let's see. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't Just not happening for us. All right. We're gonna move to something a little more complicated and we'll come back to that. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Um, we can keep using that site. So what I like to do when I'm trying to figure out what I need to set up, what is going to be the best way. Charles, thanks so much for joining over on Twitter. Um, what's going to like what things I need to capture and maybe how is going to be the easiest way to capture those. I like to go into Tag Manager and hit preview and connect and just go through my website the way that somebody might go through my website if they were going to be doing the well doing the thing. So we're going to scroll down here. We're going to look at 360 audit here. Cool. Get my data some new eyeballs. Cool. All right. So this, which I don't even know why it's set up like this, but it's fine. I'm going to fill this out, submit. So there's that. Maybe someone is going to fill this out. Brie, accept, submit. And then lastly, maybe they want to email us. Cool. So now if I go back to Tag Assistant and I select continue, it's going to show me a list of all of the things that happened on my website during that preview, right? So you can see we get a link click, a lead, a form submit, message, history, page view, lead, blah, 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 blah. Cool. And these are all the things that were fired in Tag Manager, and these are all the things that were sent to GA4, and we'll see that reflected here. Let's see, generate lead. We can see the page location. And this was because the form was filled. So I have that set up here, but I'll show you how I do that in a second. Okay, so these are all the things that are sent. Now, if you go into Google Tag Manager and you select data layer, this will show you all the data that's collected. And all this is collected by default, by the way, by Google Tag Manager during that session. So we can see things like a link click. We can see what the scroll threshold was. We can see the elements that were clicked. So this was a link click and this was the element that was clicked. We see again that link click, all sorts of stuff. So what I might do is I'm going to select this link click because this is something I haven't set up yet. So I'm going to select this link click and I'm going to look at all the variables that Google has collected. Some of these you have to turn on. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but some of them are just variables that are collected by default. And I am going to go back to Tag Manager here, and I'm going to create a new tag. I'll call this GA for email click. Tag configuration, we're selecting GA for event. Select our GA4. Now, the event name, again, this is something that you want to already be an event that Google Analytics 4 is looking for. So I'm going to call it generate lead. Now, we need to select what parameters are going to be collected. So we can see that the click URL will show us what they clicked. We know that it's going to be the email. We can see the form ID, form element, page path. I'm going to do page path because I think that that's just helpful. So let's do page URL. I'm just going to name this page URL. Let's come back here. Oh, I got myself all confused. And then all this stuff for the most part is being collected by default. Form ID. Okay, we'll push the event category just because we can. Let's do event category and we'll call it event underscore category. Sweet. Now we have to create the trigger. This is what's important, or this is really important. So we're going to create a new trigger. Again, we're going to call it GA for email click trigger. We're going to configure the trigger. Now, this is where understanding the parameters that are available is really important and what the event is. So we're going to say link clicks on some link clicks, and the click URL contains, we're going to say, what is it? The click URL? We're just going to say mail to. So the click URL contains mail to, and we know that that's going to be an email click because that's how those are made. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. You probably want to preview it first, but I'm not going to this time. Okay, so now we're going to go to preview, and it's going to open, reconnect to the website. Cool. So let's go to contact, and oh no, we decided we don't want to fill out the contact. Scroll all the way down. Now I'm gonna click this. Not force click that because I don't want to do it, and select finish. And now if I go back to tag assistant, I'm going to say continue. And oh, it disconnected halfway through, it looks like. Let's see if I caught it over on this side. Generate lead. Let's see. Form. Oh, I need to figure out what those forms were. Let's see. Page URL. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's the other thing working. Okay. So hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I broke it. Try one more time. Preview. Connect. About this is me. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Contact Beast. Clicked it. Finish. Okay, why is it this working? Click URL contains mail to event. So why didn't it click? Oh, see, it fired. It just didn't. Yeah, there it goes. Generate lead there. So this is all the information that is collected on that. So we can see that they clicked the email while they were on the about page. And so honestly, like I said, is it the easiest thing? Probably not. Now I can see that all my stinking forms are going through. If I can go back to configure, you can see that um, I think what happens is it takes some time. I don't know about this though. What did we say? Generate lead. Um, no parameters detected. Okay, hold on. Let's modify. So let's say that we want to say to use another parameters value. No, I don't want to. I just wanted to get different parameters. Widget. Okay. Discard. See if that one ever ended up coming through. So we go to real time, and then we're going to look at the generate lead one more time and see. It was, what did we say? Page location contains. Yeah, no, it never ended up coming through. Don't know why, but it's a lot more instantaneous and a lot easier to do it through, well, not easier really through Tag Manager, but it's a lot more straightforward in my mind to do it through Tag Manager. And like I said, you can go to the documentation, you get all of the events that they recommend. And if you want, you can click on them. So let's say we wanted to do like let's say sign up, I don't know. When you click on the event, it actually takes you to the developers documentation to show you what that sign up event is going to look like, and when you should use it, etc. So yeah, um, I will be making a more polished version of all of this that only shows you the things that work. But again, I think it's really important to build in public and show you really what it looks like. Um, and that a lot of this is just trial and error. So, we're all out here learning and we're learning together. So, thank you for hanging out today on another Analytics Friday. Don't forget to go out and give Ahrefs some love and check out their webmaster tools that are free. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Don't forget, you're a beast.